Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's discussion. And I am not going to warrant the bit of backlash I received from yesterday's video with an immediate response. All I'm going to ask you is to figure out for yourself, why did Survival International send a request for help and videotapes to Harry in California and not to the Congolese government and police? Why send the material to a British newspaper but won't show it to African parks? And now they are giving these pygmies a pair of brand new slops and parading them out to the media. In my opinion, that is not the way to go about it. People are blaming Harry for passing it on to his senior management in African parks, who is now working with the Congolese government to investigate the allegation. Harry would be a bloody coward if he resigns now. This is an opportunity for him to really help. Bring people in to help the victims. Bring a doctor to test for STDs and general health. Bring experts in to negotiate a deal between the Baka people and the parks. Because although they still have a significant piece of land, the Baka feels it is not enough. And Survival International, or the guy from the newspaper, can sugarcoat it any way he wishes, but they still slip into the reserve area to put out snares and traps. So that is where Harry can help by bringing in someone like his friend Nicky to negotiate a truce and establish boundaries between the entities. Harry could finally use the opportunity to step up and be a man. The perpetrators of these crimes should be punished, but we cannot remove the rangers out of these forests. Do you realize that these forests is what provides you and me with oxygen? We have to preserve these forests. We have no choice. Unfortunately, I do not fall for these hippie types who want to fight to maintain the status quo of 1,000 years ago, thinking that these people will roam free in the forest and will preserve themselves and the forest like they did hundreds of years ago. But what these idealistic people do not know, or prefer not to tell you, is that hundreds of years ago there was a natural way of keeping the population down. For instance, the infant mortality rate, for instance, was much higher than it is now. People also died relatively young. Now, these people have mobile clinics either coming to them, or they can walk to a clinic on the edge of the forest. So the people actually get medicine and they live longer. So there are more of them. Plus, there are more opportunities to get money and goods in exchange for skins and meat and literally any and every part of an animal have now tripled in value since the time when the indigenous folk really lived in and lived off the bush and what it provided. It's no more a matter of living just to sustain yourselves. Now, if you have half a brain and you really want to save the forest and really want to save the indigenous people of the forest, then unfortunately they have to be educated and managed. We all love the romantic notion of these people running around naked and freely in the bush. But that time is largely over. Maybe not in portions of the Amazon, but definitely in portions of Africa. They, or many of them, now want what they see other people have, be it a pair of sneakers or sunglasses, whatever. The fact is, they will chop down a tree and exchange the wood for those sneakers or sunglasses. It really needs a measure of control and management. Survival International talk about the people hunting, etc. Well, again, they do not walk into the forest with bow and arrow anymore. No. Or if they do, then very seldom. No, if they do not have cheap weapons, they set snares. How many people on the staff of the BBC, the Daily Mail, or the Times have physically seen what these snares do to animals? Well, Royal Channel or not, here are only two of many examples of what snares actually do to animals, and these are mild compared to what I've seen. So, to those who rushed to condemn Harry, who did what he was supposed to do and pass it on to his superior, those who want African parks cancelled, and those who rushed to join Survival International, look at these photographs and multiply it by 100,000, because that is how many snares these 1,400 rangers working for African parks removed and destroyed. Okay, now guys, I really have to get off this subject because I get very heated and passionate about it. So, okay, Catherine is finally out of the hospital and at home, and I really, really, really wish her a speedy recovery. She will be missed while she is recovering at home. Of course, regardless of the fact that she wants her condition kept private for the time being, people are still speculating anyway. I sort of have an idea as to what the problem was, and I have a feeling that we will be told eventually. But let's give the poor woman a break. Let her make peace with it herself first. King Charles looked very good walking out of the hospital and waving to the photographers. And I'm so glad for him because I think 2024 is going to fall on his head like a lead balloon very, very soon. Yes, I see that the Heritage Foundation actually finally got a hearing on Harry's visa application. And as far as I can see, it is going to happen on the 23rd of February. Now, I think that is extremely interesting, particularly because of what is currently happening in Texas and on the southern border. So, if there was any impropriety or lies in that application, then by right and by law, Harry will have to be deported. I'm also wondering whether Meghan's niece, Ashley, who is an immigration lawyer, actually helped with Harry's application and how much trouble she is going to get in. Okay guys, so this was another short video. I have not slept well in a couple of nights as I snapped the big toe of my left foot getting off the exercise bike, and it is really, really painful. And that, along with the heat, kept me awake, and now at midday I cannot keep my eyes open. Anyway, guys, I need a collective prayer. I'm off tomorrow and Friday to look at houses. So please pray that we find one with the space we need at a price we can afford. So let me get this video done. Maybe I can get 10 minutes shut-eye before Dragon Man comes home. So, my dears, please take good care until we meet again on the next one. Bye.